Will Tesla vehicles get SpaceX Starlink? Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much once again joining me for tea time. Today we have a little bit of focus and misty morning combination. So good, so good. I hope you're joining me with your cup of tea, maybe a cup of coffee, hanging out, talking tech, talking photo, talking video. Today we'll be talking about Tesla and the Cybertruck, SpaceX, and mesh networks. Is it possible that Tesla vehicles will begin coming with Starlink, with connectivity built on board? I've talked about this for 2+ years now, and I really do believe that this is going to happen. Now, is it happening as of right this moment? The short answer is no. But I was reading an article, or actually multiple articles, about the LA fires and what Elon Musk is doing with his Cybertrucks to help, to save people, to provide connectivity where there isn't any. So I want to get into some of these articles. I'll give you my commentary as I always do and my thoughts, but most importantly, I want to hear from you down below. What do you think about all this? So before we jump into this, I want to say that if you enjoy the content, throw it a thumbs up. Don't forget to share it with your community, Facebook, Reddit, wherever you frequent. If you haven't subscribed, consider doing so. And if you have, thank you. I appreciate that. Click this little notification button over here so when I go live, when a new video comes out, you'll be notified of it immediately. Matter of fact, tomorrow we'll be live for the IFT-7. The new Starship will be launching at about, I believe, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I should be live with my wife at about 4 p.m. So join us here on the JC Live Show. Also, if you haven't downloaded any of my ebooks, check them out. Go to JCristina.com/books. Once again, JCristina.com/books. And if you want to say thank you for all of my hard work, there's a thank you button right down here. Click on that, give $1 or $2. That would be appreciated. If not, that's fine too. The video is still free. Consider becoming a member of the channel. That would be even better. And if you want more SpaceX Starlink content, I put together over 400 videos just for you. I'll put a link here. Don't click on it yet. A link will be placed here. Go back to that when you're done watching this video and check it out. Once again, over 400 videos, helpful how-tos, tips, tricks, what to do, what not to do, what to buy, what not to buy, how to create a mesh network, and everything else in between. And of course, the why behind all of it, because as I always say, this channel is about the why. So let's jump right into this article, or multiple articles I kind of summarized. And then once again, I want to hear from you down below. And if you want to just put anything down there because you're shy or whatever, put an emoji. I'm happy with that. Any type of emoji that you would like, I'm fine with. Musk Cybertrucks and Starlink, a beacon of hope amid LA's wildfire chaos. As Los Angeles battles 7 relentless wildfires, Elon Musk has transformed a crisis into an opportunity for innovation, but not without stirring controversy. Of course not. The Tesla and SpaceX CEO, known for his polarizing presence in public discord, has directed his Cybertrucks from eager buyers to serve a higher purpose, providing critical internet connectivity in the scorched landscape of LA. The tech savior. In the aftermath of the wildfires that began last Tuesday, Musk announced on X that he would deploy Cybertrucks fitted with Starlink technology to offer free Wi-Fi in a grid pattern across the most devastated areas of Los Angeles and Malibu. Quote, "We need to use those trucks as mobile base stations to provide power to Starlink internet terminals in the area of Los Angeles without connectivity," Musk posted, signaling immediate action. By Monday, 8 Cybertrucks were already on the ground, equipped with not just internet capabilities, but also with mobile EV charging stations and portable batteries to power essential devices. SpaceX's response included donating Starlink dishes and offering a month of free service to those within the fire's path, alongside T-Mobile activating cellular Starlink service for basic text messaging aiming to reconnect lives shattered by the fires. Controversy amid crisis. However, Elon Musk's involvement has been a double-edged sword. His posts on X have been a mix of aid announcements and controversial political commentary, blaming diversity, equality, and inclusion, or DEI, initiatives for hampering the firefighters' efforts. Quote, DEI means people die, Musk controversially stated, igniting a firestorm of criticism. California's Governor Gavin Newsom, once a friend but now a political adversary, publicly called out Musk for spreading misinformation. Is it? From words to action. Despite the backlash, Elon Musk's hands-on approach involved live streaming his interactions during the crisis, keeping his vast audience informed. However, this also served as a platform for his ongoing feud with California's Governor Gavin Newsom. Okay. Musk's involvement has delayed Cybertruck deliveries, but he has promised swift replacements for affected customers, demonstrating his commitment to both his business and the community's immediate needs. The bigger picture. This isn't Musk's first dance with disaster. From Flint's water crisis to Thai cave rescues, his track record shows a pattern of involvement, sometimes noted for its drama. Today, as Los Angeles grapples with the aftermath of these fires, Musk's tech solution provides a lifeline, though the narrative is muddied by his political statements. As of today, the fires still rage, but so does the debate over Musk's role. Is he a tech savior bringing vital connectivity and saving lives where it's desperately needed, or a provocateur whose political jabs distract from the critical work of recovery? In the smoldering streets of LA, the Cybertrucks stand as both a symbol of innovation and the complex web of politics. All right, so just so you guys get an understanding of what's going on here and what my thoughts are, is that Elon Musk is diverting completed Cybertrucks that are specifically earmarked for clients. He is diverting these to the LA fires to help with connectivity, save lives, allow first responders to be able to connect. Now, T-Mobile is doing the same thing, and I'm going to guess the other providers are also providing text messaging even when cell towers are down because they're on fire. Okay, so that's kind of what's going on. But what I think really interesting about this is that he is saying that he's bringing the Cybertrucks to the location to form almost like a mesh network. Basically having the Cybertrucks placed in strategic locations so that people in the area will have some type of connectivity. I think that is absolutely amazing. Amazing. Now, I was doing some research on this and it's not yet implemented, but I talked about this, like I said at the beginning of the video a couple years ago. I said that every single Tesla car or truck will have Starlink connectivity built into it. There's no reason not to take a little iPad-sized antenna and stick it on the roof of a Cybertruck. Built in, or even underneath the window of a car, right? One of their Tesla cars. That isn't a problem. The only problem that I see here is they need to be able to deflect or redirect any type of RF or radio frequency, microwaves, let's call it, from your head, right? So it has to be somehow sealed. So it's receiving the signal from overhead, pointing straight up, but it's not going to harm you inside of the vehicle. That's number one. But what would really be nice here is instead of just stationing these Cybertrucks in these strategic locations, imagine if every Cybertruck spoke to each other using Wi-Fi, for example. All right. And now forming this massive cluster, this massive mesh network. Pretty interesting, right? And I really do believe that eventually will be the case when there's more and more and more of these vehicles on the road. I think they're going to be speaking to each other all the time. Remember, Wi-Fi is funny. If it has line of sight, Wi-Fi will go 150, 200, 300 feet and still be reliable. That's the length of a football field. That's pretty far. So let's say if you took half of that and you put a mesh network of a whole bunch of cars, you would technically only need one SpaceX Starlink. It would be able to provide the service for all of those vehicles and everyone else in that vicinity, because they'll be able to just simply log into the Wi-Fi. It doesn't matter if they're 500 feet down the road this way or a half a mile down the road that way, they'll still have coverage, making this incredible mesh network. Now, is that necessary? No, because each one of the cars or each one of the trucks could have a Starlink built into it, forming a network specific to that unit or that car, that vehicle, for 150, 200, 300 feet in its vicinity. Pretty damn cool. So, has that been done as of yet? No, it hasn't. Should it be? I personally think so. I don't think there's any reason as of today that all Tesla cars do not have SpaceX Starlink built into them. And the reason being is the antennas are so small today, that's number one. But number two, even more importantly, where in, let's say 2-3 years ago, you would have to point the dish in a specific direction, make sure it's all lined up to be able to get good connectivity. And the reason being is there was a minimal number of satellites in orbit, in LEO or low Earth orbit. But as of today, there's so many, you can basically take a SpaceX Starlink dish, the antenna, and now stick it straight up and be able to get plenty of coverage. You no longer have to point it or angle it in any direction, and you're still going to get really good service. So this is the reason why I personally think that every single Tesla should have one of these iPad-sized antennas on the roof. Kind of the same way that satellite radio was. You'd have this little satellite radio antenna on the top of your car. Well, how about if you have this perfectly flat antenna on the top of the car instead? Well, now instead of just getting radio, you're going to be getting full internet at high speeds, broadband right from your car. Your car becomes a hub, your hub, for instance, or a hub for first responders. I do really like what's going on here. I like that they're bringing the charging stations, they're bringing everything for the victims of these fires, and Elon Musk has been doing it forever. They talk about the DEI stuff and how basically Elon Musk said DEI means people die, and I don't know what you think about it. I want to hear down below. I personally believe DEI is a problem. Diversity, equality, inclusion. I think it all sounds good, and that's what ends up happening with all these things. They sound good, but in practice, they end up being bad because people that really should get a position don't, because they are forced now to put certain people, certain color, certain race, certain whatever into positions because of these policies instead of the best person for the job. I don't care if you're blue, I don't care if you're a woman, I don't care if you're a man, or if you think that you're a cat. I'm okay with it if you can do the job properly. The problem is this doesn't work like that. And when Elon Musk says DEI means people die, he might not be too far off. What do you think? Once again, down below. Anyways, guys, what do you think about my proposal of all Tesla cars having SpaceX Starlink as of today? Is there any reason in your mind why they shouldn't? Please tell me. And if they should, why? Why should they? All right, add that down below. Let's have a conversation. Once again, don't forget to join me and my wife tomorrow for the JC Live show for IFT7. That's really exciting. I can't wait. This is going to be a big one, guys. This is going to be a big one. Anyways, if you enjoyed the content, throw it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not. Don't forget to share, like, do all that stuff. And finally, head over to my website, JCristina.com, where you can find all the photography tools I've invented for you and me over the many years, and hopefully there's something there that you might like. Check out my merch, my tees, my shirts, my books, everything. Go over to JCristina.com, check it out. If there's something that you like, please pick it up. Help support me and my family. Many blessings to you and your family. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay connected, and we'll see you in the next one. Love you all.